morning. So many of the vehicles we've been talking about today plug into the wall, and so we want to talk just for a few minutes about the infrastructure and the charging stations and how we've come up with what we think is an industry-leading solution. So first of all, as you may have heard today, this vehicle can charge twice as fast as the competition. The key enabler of that is a 6.6 kilowatt onboard charger. And so one of the other things we had to do was we had to actually develop a charge station, you can see on the wall back here, to actually provide that increased amount of power from the customer's home. So what you see as the result here is a partnership that we did between Ford and Leviton to develop a box that can provide that kind of power. So some of the features that we're also proud of relative to this box is we really wanted to keep with our image of sustainability and around the whole environmental aspects, and this box is made out of 60% post-consumer recycled material. Additionally, one of the key features that we think is going to be really helpful is behind this box is a standard 240 volt outlet. So if you relocate, the box can go with you. It's a simple unplug and it goes with you. So not fixed to the home. Finally, it has the industry-leading warranty. So for 10 years, Leviton will stand behind this product to make sure that it functions as we expect it to. So the result is a UL certified product and the industry's first 32 amp home certified box, a box that can provide the power needed for the Focus Electric. So now we have a box, we need to look for an installation partner. And so we chose Best Buy because we believe as a leading consumer electronics, it's a brand that customers know and trust. So as you go through the buying experience of your Focus Electric and other electrified products, and you decide to install a charge station, the Best Buy Geek Squad will take you from start to finish in that process. Now we're pretty proud that the price point, we really focused on trying to keep that price point as low as possible. So the price point for this product is $14.99 with the box and a standard installation. Currently there's a 30% tax incentive for that, so it takes the price point even lower. So we're pretty proud of that. And that's inclusive of everything I mentioned, the 10-year warranty, the box, and once again, the standard installation. So you may be aware that many utilities across our nation are offering what we call time of use rates. And simply put, this is electricity that you pay for based on the time you use the electricity rather than a flat rate. In terms of our current status, of the 19 markets that were mentioned that we're going to be launching, 16 of them currently offer time of use rates. One of the big enablers that we think is going to be popular with our customers is that we partner with Microsoft on a feature called value charging. And essentially what it is it knows what those rates are, and more importantly, it knows when those lower rates occur in terms of the time of day. So if you come home from work, you can plug in your Focus Electric, and the value charging feature will not start that charging cycle until those rates are lower. We call it value charging, powered by Microsoft. So switching to public charging, what you see on the screen are many of the public charge stations that you're going to be seeing, either already have seen or will be seeing on the streets of the United States. Currently there's estimated about 3,000 charge stations deployed, but over the next coming year, by the end of 2012, we expect that number to be growing by about fourfold, to about 12,000 stations. Now, that's quite a bit of growth. But there's a couple of other interesting things. We've been working pretty closely with municipalities. We've been working closely with the EVSE, or the charge station manufacturers, and we've been working closely with the governments. And one of the products of that is that all of these public charge stations, as I mentioned before, we had to match our home charge unit with the vehicle. Well, these home charge units not only are compatible with our vehicle, but they can also enable using the full 6.6 kilowatt onboard charger. So think about a quick stop, you can get a significant charge in that time frame. So that's one. The other interesting feature that's been that we've been working with the manufacturers on is reservations. So think about a driving from point A to point B, and you know you need to charge at point B. you can now go online, reserve a charge station, and you know that it's available for you when you get to the destination, and you can charge. So who's installing charge stations? Well, there's many companies, many retail outlets that are actually looking at charge stations. But we put up a few logos of the ones that have announced national programs. So for instance, Walgreens announced a program where 800 charge stations will be installed at their locations nationwide. So the beauty of this is if you stop for a shopping experience, in the Walgreens example, for 30 minutes, the Focus Electric will be able to charge and give you 15 more miles of driving range in that short period of stop. So once again, the enabler for the 6.6 kilowatt onboard charger shows itself, and the benefits show itself during those brief stops where you can actually achieve a significant amount of range. So just briefly touching on My Ford Mobile that Eric mentioned earlier, I'm not going to go into the details of it, but I will just say that one of the things we looked at when we wanted My Ford Mobile, or My Ford Touch, was to make sure that it provided the right information to our customers that they can get the most out of their EV driving range and their EV experience. So it collects that information, displays it in a very relevant, simplified manner that allows hands on the wheel, eyes on the road, but yet gives you the feedback on how you're driving and how to maximize your electric miles driven.